I like to watch how Paparazzi adapts his builds depending on what he's playing into the mid lane. So here comes the first go. They've got the Arcane Rune as well on Fenrir. They have enough for Armel here. Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, now, this is the risky thing whenever you go for a Tusk with that sort of play underneath the tower. There's always going to be that turnaround potential. They got him. And they have indeed. I believe he also popped a Sal before getting taken down.
Oh,
so
he did.
An extra bit of punishment for the Tusk. It's one of those things that works both ways. In fact, so deep. Paparazzi pretty far forward here.
The launch, you start seeing rotation start happening now.
Fenrir
again
rolled in on his own onto Cuckoo.
Fenrir?
And he's just dead. That was not the play there from Fenrir. There was no tie. 11 was nowhere near him. He just snowballed onto the Disruptor. And Cuckoo just happily walked him down the lane.
Must have thought he had his teammates closer or something along those lines. But mid lane.
Attempt on the Paparazzi, that's slight. Slow to set up the Burrow Strike, the Glimpse back as well. Bringing him into the clutches of Armel. As Cuckoo, he'll take the kill. They are able to get Paparazzi out that lane once again. TNC making some very nice plays across the lanes and are certainly starting to get an edge at this very early stage of the game.
They're trying to punish Raven for the rotation from the supports, but they can't actually get the flank.
This is distance. More than okay. Mid lane again. This time there is going to be backup for Paparazzi, TPing in, but is it going to be there soon enough? That's the question. Cuckoo's got a double damage rune as he's punching in to this OD. The Caustic Finale slow. He's trying to finish up the kill. He's going to get it. Will pay with his life, but Cuckoo, he'll take that. Able to kill off Paparazzi as quickly as Paparazzi returns to the lane.
At least they get a 2-for-1, but now there's no TP on the OD. So he can't actually return. And Ori has started to catch up in last hits. But now Sam H, he's got a lot of time left on this. The Burrow Strike's going to come through too. Ori's dead here.
He absolutely is. TNC, they've read him like a book. He'll pop the stick charges. He does have the healing ward, but that will not be enough to save him. He has got to be very careful with the blade through usage, especially when close to the tower. Because as we saw there, Tim's has been on point with his reactions.
He's so far.
It'll be a snowball towards Armel, but he gets himself underneath the tower. Paparazzi's going to be incredibly low here. Should tick down to the Thunderstrike, and he does. Paparazzi's gone. Armel's still alive. Fenrir really wants to find this kill. But the controls there from Cuckoo pops the kinetic field down. Armel will survive, be able to turn and take the kill, and at the same time up top, 11's not having much fun either. Sam H and Tims running down the Tide Hunter. He'll try and turn and bring down Tims with him, but he's not going to be able to do so, as Tims will survive, but the final Burrow Strike gets the kill.
By Paparazzi. This time they might be able to actually find this Disruptor.
Let's get Glimpse back, but give the Astral buying time to get back in. They've got the control with the shards, and Cuckoo will, able to take that Disruptor out of the game for a bit, but
he is only level 6, he suffered a bit. But Sam H, like we said, having the dream game.
Oh, absolutely. And he's finding free and easy pickoffs. Fenrir will try and Stople himself away. They have got the slow from Lanham, but with 4 stacks of napalm onto Fenrir, there is no escape for the Tusk, as Sam H gives them the slow and steady rundown. Paparazzi's tried to come in on this, but now he's getting surrounded. He was looking towards Cuckoo, but can they turn this with Ori? Ori is coming forward. He is level 6, does have the Omni Slash, but Paparazzi's already dead. They'll look for Tims. Tims keep the distance with the Burrow Strike. Ori finally will be able to bring him down. Now he comes out with the Omni Slash, looking towards Sam H, but there's too many stats on Sam. Sam stays alive. Ravage from 11 only catches onto Armel, and immediately Cuckoo with the Glimpse pulls Tide away. They still look to chase down Armel. Can they find the kill? They will. They do find the sniper. Vici Gaming able to take kills in return this time around. As they do claim 2 from TNC, but indeed, yeah.
On him. Pretty dead here once they can close the gap with the stun.
They'll surround him. Raven and Tims trap him in the trees.
Tims is 1,600 gold toward the blink already too. He actually was level 6 as well in that bottom fight at 9 minutes.
Yeah, I knew that the Astral is back and available off cooldown. Vici Gaming will make Cuckoo pay for that there. So just a little bit of extra time Paparazzi bought himself with the Astral is enough to keep him safe and make sure that his team can turn it around. Top lane as well, Vici Gaming.
That was a bit of a mistake there by TNC though.
With TNC potentially being quite hesitant in fighting. Paparazzi's actually coming on the high ground though. So to split apart from the team, he does have the backup, but Tim's immediately blinks down, and that's going to put Fenrir in a bit of an awkward position as he's dove a little bit too far there. Tim's making that play, pulling the Tusk in the turn, and they should find him. They do. They will get him for now. 11.
Armel?
They found him, but the Omni-Slash bounces were not ideal. Looks like it doesn't matter though, because the Ravage hold 3 of them down. They get the kill. Tims trying to come back in with the counterplay, has the epicenter. The cooldown as well from Raven, but Raven's getting focused here. He's trying to play around with the backcannon, but now Vici Gaming, they're going to run straight towards him. Raven trying to keep his distance. Ori looking to dive in. Can they get the kill? They can. They'll pick off Raven. They do find Ori though in response. 2 for 2. 11 trying to chase down Cuckoo, as it seems, with Sam H with the napalm charges stacking up, keeps them back.
Patiently waiting for him.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here, Raven. He'll pop the drums, trying to keep himself at a distance, but with the shard control, they'll block him in. And they found the kill. Just a little too far away from home there, Raven. The rest of the team is coming through. Maybe they can get a counterplay on Ori. They'll jump in. They've got the lasso starting to drag him back. Static Storm's down as well. The sticky napalm and the Firefly, they've got the damage. Ori will fall. But just as quickly as TNC lose Raven, they will be able to find Ori in return. They're going to push for the tier 1 tower. The question is if TNC want to try and find a grab. They jump forward immediately, finding the lasso, bringing him into the Static Storm. They've got Ori trapped down and taken out. Sure, the power will fall, but TNC, they've got themselves the big kill. Can they get themselves anything more out of this? They get the flame break, knocked back onto 11, going in. He does have the hood. There's the burrow track to follow up. They've got the snowball. Fenrir closing the gap onto the Sankey, but they're starting to get a little bit split up at Vici Gaming. Lannon turns up with the Soul Assumption, will nuke down the Sankey, but there's the assassinate from a mile off. Armel picks off the 11 Tidehunter, and he finds himself a third as he peeps down Lannon. They're brought back Paparazzi. He's trying for a TP out, but he's not going to make it. A homing missile, and the right clicks from Armel are enough to secure that sniper and ultra kill as TNC make Vici Gaming pay big time for taking that tier 1 tower.
Ultra kill as well as one of the birds too. He did so much damage just peeping in the backlines. TNC made so much space. That was like the sacrifice from Tims. He's like, I don't care if I die here. I'm setting up this big team fight. You see that sniper has now gone to 9.5k net worth, and bottom Fenrir
getting found out alone again. Cuckoo, he'll turn up. He says, that's my kill, Sam.
So in these fights, when they do get those lassos off, Vici has to be able to get one of the saves. That's what they drafted for. They picked Tusk and they picked OD to be able to protect their teammates if they do get grabbed like that. And they weren't actually able to. Ori died before they could get the Astral off, before they could even try for the snowball, even though Paparazzi has a blink dagger. That's because he's just been getting killed because of the lasso into Static Storm, so I think he just wants to tank up a little bit.
Teams getting pretty low here. They do have the Familiar Stones holding him down. Sam H getting focused, they'll find him. Static Storm gets dropped, but they've already lost the path. Vici Gaming. They found one, can I find anything more? Trying to chase down Cuckoo, but keeping the distance. Assassinate comes onto Fenrir, but the healing ward will be enough to keep that Tusk safe and sound.
It's pretty dead.
And they should have this one. Yeah, Blim's back, one of them. I'll get both of them. Vici Gaming, clean up Cuckoo.
And we've been seeing a lot more S&Ys just in general,
yeah,
right? I've seen it.
They can slow down this.
Might catch him off guard.
They've got a good position. And they go with the snowball. He will force himself to side. He does have good backup, but in fact the Static Storm drop down, he's going to be okay. Armel's fine. It's Fenrir the one in trouble as they turn back towards him at the same time on the sidelines. They've also got the lasso on Tori. They drag him up. They leave him on the cliff. He gets popped by Raven. He's going to jump down for more. The only slash from Ori will allow him to get down off the cliff towards Sam H, but Sam H fireflies himself to the side, will be fine. Ravage is popped by 11, does catch them on the tip, so they'll be able to find Cuckoo down bottom though. Tims comes in with the epicenter. They've finished off Ori. Sam H still alive for now, but finally the gush of the Soul Assumption finishes him off. Buyback from Cuckoo. They want to be able to try and find more out of this. The homing missile still onto Paparazzi. Tims is in there on the front line, goes in again with a 2-man burrow strike. Kinetic field down as well. Cuckoo with that buyback holding him in place. 11 tries for the TP away, but he's not going to make it. The glitch from Cuckoo holds him in place. TNC clean up.
Oh, I really like that buyback from Cuckoo there to get them those follow-up kills. And the positioning too, the way the TNC reacted to the first move, Armel gets forced away and then they're ready to take that fight. The Ravage doesn't actually really do too much because it catches them kind of on the cusp of it.
It gets the Cuckoo kill, that's
about it.
It
gets the Cuckoo kill, but they definitely need to get better Ravages in order to win these fights.
They may even hemorrhage even more. Vici Gaming as TNC are just storming across the map, finding Fenrir, who hoped to come out for a little bit of farm on that bottom lane.
Everything just working in TNC's favor at the moment. This sniper is huge, and Raven getting
the full stuff now complete on sound. Not on sound, sorry. Sims have got another way to get him out. In fact, 11. He has just walked straight into this one. And that is no tide for 50 seconds. He did not have the Ravage available, but nonetheless, still a member of the map. And another 50 seconds where it's going to be very hard for Vici Gaming themselves to find any sort of play.
TNC is just not slowing down. The pace that they're playing is incredible at the moment.
See if they find anyone. Ori, quite far out from this movement.
Tims?
He's close by to Fenrir and Lanham. They'll go for the Centaur. They actually find one of the familiars as well, so more money for Armel. They've got the glimpse back onto Fenrir. Fenrir is going to be held in place. And this poor old Tusk, I mean, you sort of said to me at the start, this is a hero that has had a pretty atrocious win rate here.
Tusk is like 20-something for this kill. The blink, they get the vision from the Firefly.
They've grabbed him back in. He'll self-astral himself, but there's 5 heroes surrounding him. Paparazzi, once again, taken out. TNC 28-14, 7K lead at 25 minutes in. It's getting pretty rough here for Vici Gaming.
10K experience lead on top too. They need to rely on a huge Ravage hitting multiple heroes, and even then they are going to be limited on the damage with the way the TNC is farmed.
Play the one getting picked off quite normally is Ori. He's been very good at getting on top of the jug every single fight, and let's see who can grab this stun.
Tims puts a ward down.
He goes in. The Burrow Strike is onto this Tyranitar, but they've got the break there. No Kraken Shell for this man. He just melts, and they've got the lasso as well, dragging in Paparazzi. They're surrounding the OD. He will self-astral himself. Tims should be ready with a follow-up Burrow Strike. They've got the Assassinate onto Fenrir. Paparazzi tries to get himself out, but there's the glimpse. They have the vision to drag him back in. And this last 10 minutes, it just feels like it's been Vici Gaming dying over and over again. TNC have just, over sort of the course of this group stage, just tightened up their play and are showing us now that this is a lineup that we always knew that they had this incredible early game, but they're getting better and better at being able to sort of transition that into actually being able to close these games up.
Yeah, I'm most impressed, to be honest, with like their warding game and their quick rotations. That's the big thing for me. And I mean, Sam H too for me. His improvement in this game, he did so well in that top lane that it enabled all his he enabled Tims to have this incredible game too.
There we go. They've managed to get the top rags. We'll see if Vici Gaming can punish TNC for this at all. They're trying to lead in. A homing missile on his way out to Lanham. Ori goes forward with the Omni Slash. Will find one. It's towards Raven. Even just a little bit too speedy, or maybe not, because Fenrir is there with the wraparound. They will be able to take the Aegis out of the hands of Raven. Does Raven get any backup? That's the question. And don't know if that's going to be enough, though.
No TP, but he's pretty fast.
He is trying to run, but there's no one else coming in to save him. Snowball and Shards off for about 3 more seconds as well, so he'll at least have a chance this time in the fights to turn around and get some damage back out, but he has to be very worried about being focused down by Armel.
Sam H looking for 11 here. They got the scan successful.
Oh, they need that time for the fight, and I don't think they're going to get him.
With the break, he dies so quickly.
He has got buyback available, and he may be forced to use it, as they absolutely need 11 if they want to have a chance of stopping any sort of 5-man high ground attempt from TNC. As tackling this TNC lineup 4 versus 5 is just not an option at all at this stage.
No. I mean, Paparazzi has BKB, sure, but the Gyro is going to be the frontliner with BKB, and that nullifies a lot of the damage coming out from the OD. Sam H. Some information with the Firefly. Tower very quickly.
They can't really step up. If they wanted to, they'd have to buy back on 11, and with 15 seconds left, they really don't want to. They want to hold off on that. But it is going to cost them. The tier 3 tower down on the bottom lane. TNC take that one for free. Vici Gaming are trying to strike back around the sort of the same time that 11 will respawn. Maybe would have been hoping to TP to a shrine and such, but TNC they'll focus it down. They move towards the shrine. Take this out. There's no entry route now for Vici Gaming to really get stuck in, and they've just got to hold back. Sort of just look for plan B.
I mean, you can see how pressured Vici is. They've actually gone for like the Blink Dagger on Ori. He has to be able to get in the back line somehow. They really need this Blink Dagger on 11, but look at TNC again. They want this Tidehunter.
11 if he steps forward. Oh, he didn't even need to. They do have the charge jump, but he'll be forced back a little bit. Static Storm is down. Sam H will fall, so they get the kill, Vici Gaming, but it cost them the life of Fenrir. 11 as well, and also they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Ori does jump in with the backline play, does manage to take out the Batrider, so they have found Sam H for this one, but now Sam H is buying back.
Tims with the in the back.
He's got the control onto Ori. Ori down to half health. 11 pops the Ravage. Does manage to get a couple of them. They're focusing Raven. Big damage coming out from the OD, but Armel just keeps his distance. He turns around the Ravens. He keeps him from the tree line. Armel finds the pick up. Double kill. Triple kill for the sniper. He's going to be able to get Ori as well with the help of his teammates. That's the whole team down on Vici Gaming. TNC have cleaned up and closed up the game.
22-9. on Armel, 22, and like, only 2 deaths. He had a pretty much actually like all of TNC.